Welcome back to our YouTube channel at Enterslice. I, Komal Singh, will discuss about today management audit and its significance. There are three basic evaluation methods for any work activity. They are inspection auditing, compliance auditing, and management auditing. Inspection auditing measures a process output against specific characteristics, whereas management audit focuses on results by evaluating the effectiveness and suitability of controls. It does this by challenging the underlying rules, methods, and procedures specified. Management audit is considered as a systematic examination analysis as well as appraisal of management overall performance. This can be said to be a proper investigation of the management using an objective and comprehensive examination. The examination is done on the organization structure, departments, plans, policies, and methods relating to process, operation, and controls, also including its human resources. The primary objective of management audit to ensure that human resource and physical facilities are utilized in an optimized way, to show the deficiencies in the policies, objectives, plannings, and procedures, to suggest better operations methods, to check the weak points in the organizational structure and internal control system, and also by suggesting improvements, to assist the management by providing early signs of problems, ways, means to be avoid the same. Let's discuss the scope of management audit. There is no limitation on the scope of a management audit. The area where review needs to be done depends on the objectives of the business. Hence, the scope of management audit includes the practicability, suitability, and present compliance of the entity with its design objects and aims, the present reputation of the organization with respect to the general public and also within its own commercial and industrial field, clarifying the amount of rate of return on invested capital, whether it is inadequate, adequate, or above average, relation of the organization with its own shareholders and also with the investing public in general, the ratios of operating returns and also the rate of return on capital projects in an organization, checking the relationship between the management and its staff, the aim of the management at different levels such as the superior middle level and operation levels, financial controls and policies relating to the production, sales, distribution and other functions of other business. Let's take a closer look at the management audit process. Collection of information, examination of information, authentication of information, confirmation of information, observation, comparison of information. Now, you might be wondering to know the type of information required for management audit. Objectives. Know the main objective of the company, explain the subdivision of objectives between the different levels of management, definition of objectives in quantitative and physical terms. Look at the system to review the objectives as per the change situation. Translation of objectives into policies and performances. The management must be clear of the objectives. Planning. The organization must have a proper system of planning. Look, if the given plans are for the short term or long term, the plan must be related to objectives of the enterprise, achievement of current targets, change of plans if needed, procedure for framing of budgets, a number of persons associated in the framing of budgets, budgets conveyed to the management or not, the commitment of the functional managers to the targets. Organization. The concerned party must have a well-defined organizational chart. The hierarchy of the organization must be presented to the auditor. A number of reporting managers, effectiveness of the organization to achieve business targets, employees, efficiency to benefit the organizations, types of controls used in the business, controls must be related to plans, quantity of controls, control must be appropriately conveyed to the various level of management, control must be reviewed periodically. Functional areas. Management audit requires detailed information about the real performance of different functions. Purchase. Methods of purchase of the quantities procured, problems in procurement or method of dealing with defaulting supplies, etc. Production. Policy. Schedules of production or actual amount produced at different times, changes in the times production schedule or number of days taken in production of frequency of accidents, inputs, output ratios, the ideal time or made production control procedure, etc. Distribution. Organization of the sales department, budgeted sales, actual performances or incentives offered for sales promotional efforts, the effectiveness of distribution channels, etc. Personnel policies. Applicable method of recruitment and training, cost of manpower, development, the promotion policy or appraisal method, records of workers, maintain labor welfare activities, working hour lost, etc. Finance and accounting structure. Financial structure that is followed or sources of raising funds, the effectiveness of methods of raising finances, the extent of working capital needs, financial controls, followed the system of accounting internal check system, develop the system of costing, followed the activeness of cost control devices, etc. The management auditor may need more information on analysis other than the information mentioned above. The shortcoming in a management audit, there can be weakness amongst the members of the board of directors. The managers and directors are not being aware of the objectives of the organization, the extent to which the objectives are achieved, failure to define the objectives, and also the responsibilities of its managers, taking inadequate steps for proving finance, lack of technical skills in managers, retaining the authority of the managers for matters that have been delegated, lack of clear and identified management style in the organizations, lack of proper staff or management training, manager failure in the measuring and assessing the performance of their subordinates, lack of management information system, inefficient enforcement procedures, and too much wastage of time in the enforcement of such processes. Now, let's conclude the video. Management audit is a systematic examination of the decision and action of the management. It involves a review of managerial aspects like organizational objective, policies, procedures, structures, control, and system to check the efficiency or performance of the management over the activities of the company. If you require services related to the management audit, call now on number given below. Our team of experts will assist you with the crucial evaluation of the internal control methods adopted by the organizations and also give suggestions on specific areas for strengthening. Thanks for watching the video. We will come back with the next informative video. Thank you.